watching the 74th season of the UAP Women's Volleyball Tournament live here at Volleyball Central, the arena in San Juan. It didn't go the way Ateneo wanted in the sense that UE produced 20 of the projected 21 of the projected 15 points na gusto lang nilang ipamigay. But can't complain with a set win, and let's see if they build on that today. Ateneo at 7-2, looking to dispose of UE here today.
It was actually UE who started strong in this set, and then yung Ateneo humabol lang towards the middle portion of that set, and the UE hang on. And it was just the attacks of Ateneo that got them that set. Ang UE, yun ang kulang kasi nila. Wala masyadong atake, but the floor defense is there. Kaya nagagalit si Coach Boy Dalistan because they would always go for drops, for dips. Ayaw nilang paluin. Wala pang kumpiyansa for the kill. So slowly they will get that. But in this first set, it was Ateneo in the latter portion who got to those attacks. That's why they were able to win this set.
You know, the last two games of Ateneo, I'm trying to recall, they have had incredible first sets. Remember the first set against UST?
Baliktad
flawless.
Nga to Hindi to diesel start Ito, strong start all the time.
Against NU, 7 points. But today, a little slow. Maybe the absence of Coach Roger, we don't know. Remember the last time Coach Roger was
wala riyan, diba? Yan.
Natalo rin ang Ateneo, ano? So, let's look at some numbers here.
That's right. Attack points for Ateneo, 13, and UE with only 7. Pero ang nakakagulat is the block points of UE. They had about 4. Ateneo had less than that. So, ang UE, yung timing nandyan na. Even on defense. At the net.
Sorry, I'm mistaken. The last time Coach Roger was around, they still won, but they had a hard time. Had a miserable time. As
si Coach Parley din noon.
Yes. And I remember talking about that, no? We were talking about that. Does it affect you as a player when you know your coach is not around?
No, natalo yata sila doon.
Ano ba sila doon?
Yung wala si Coach Roger.
Okay, we'll try
we'll check that.
Because right now they're 7-2. They lost to LaSalle, that's right. And
that was the big game that Coach Roger was the player against LaSalle.
Right, after the controversy outside of the UAP. All right, let's talk more about that. Let's go to Victor Lopez first.
You know, the number one thing that the Ateneo coaching staff wants to see more from the girls is observation. Saying that they see that they know what the girls want to do. The problem is they're not able to execute it in regards to that. Now, with that being said, now it led to the girls giving up that 15-point goal that they wanted. So instead, the girls came together and told themselves that they need to communicate more with each other, as well as to take this game seriously. You know, we didn't have that goal, but it's good that we won that set. Now, in order to avoid more errors, let's just let's take things seriously and communicate. Boom, Nosy.
It's a crime, really, not to take this UE team seriously. It really is. It can really bite you eventually if you don't.
Yun lang talaga yung kulang dito sa UE, yung attacks. Pero, pag...
Depensaan lang.
Yes. Pag on good days, pag nandiyan si Kitero, sali at gumawa rin si Bulan, yan yung mga days na nako, delikado rin talaga.
Sumabay nga sila sa LaSalle. Remember, you saw the numbers that you presented. 33, pareho sila.
33 attack points, pareho. Imagine that.
Speaking of UE, let's swing it over to Trishka and Chevelle.
Mosey, you've been talking about how the UE Lady Warriors have improved their floor defense, and I talked to the coaching staff about this and asked if they devoted a little bit more time in practice or emphasized it a little bit more. And they actually said no, it's just a reflection of the players' smarts. They're more familiar with their opponents this round, and on their own, they made the necessary adjustments. Now, to improve on offense, Coach Boy wants them to play smarter. Wag lang palo ng palo, let's bring the ball to the other side with the goal of penetrating their defense. Let's aim for the gaps. They ended their last huddle with Coach Boy saying, kalimutan na yan, bawi tayo sa second set. Women Mosey.
Thank you very much, Trishka Echeverri. A couple of service errors here. Brings us to 5 and 1, 5 serving 1. Yes, just to finish off that conversation, when the two losses of Ateneo here are obviously the one against LaSalle and the one against USC the last time out. The one against LaSalle, they didn't have Coach Roger Gurayef. Big game. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. Let me ask you, though, Mosey, big deal that your head coach is not there. If you're a player, how do you adapt to it? Does it change the way you approach the game? I know theoretically it shouldn't, But sometimes you take confidence from your coach or bitakot ka or confidence, whatever the term is.
Well, you know, it will really depend on the game. Kung sino yung opponent. Like in that game in particular, during that Lasal game, what I noticed is that at the crunch time, during yung fifth set, especially on the fifth set, may mga things na I think si Coach Roger would do na si Coach Parley wasn't able to do. Maybe because he was playing safe.
Yes.
And he was going with the plays, with the game plan.
And the head coach has the right to gamble. That's what he's paid for also. 8-1 is our score. Back in a moment. Oh, we're back here at the arena in San Juan. Now Ateneo is looking like they're on track with their goal at an 8-1 score. Gervasio again with that tip this time, but she still
found that space between the two blockers, which is really what is important.
That's another skill that she has learned. First 2 years, all we saw was open from this girl, right?
I really welcome that quick hit of hers in this season. I really think it's a really good idea for them to have that from time to time.
With her pa.
Yes.
Yung ganyang skill niya eh.
Tsaka double quick yung play nila na yun eh. Naka-chin her with that double quick.
Let's see, Phil was able to develop a middle hit.
And back row.
Well, si Gervasio naman has been able to develop a little bit of a quick hit. Not
yung Ateneo talaga, you think about it, when they all come together, they are a powerhouse team. Yung lahat effective dun sa ginagawa nila.
And most people would say that right now, what they have to develop if they really want to compete with LaSalle or take the crown, which is what they want, is really mental toughness.
That is always in question with this team. Sayang because
they have it. They have the skills. They
and
have the coach.
by now, kung in layman's terms, hinug na yung mga players nila. They're on their 4th year and supposedly yung mental toughness nila nandyan na yan eh, along with maturity. And yun lang yung question this season. But let's see, going into the second round, kung at least na work on nila yung mental toughness na yan that is in question.
Sabi nga, ulitin ko lang yung sinabi ko nung Ateneo NU is yung Coach Roger naghahanap pa ng angas sa kanyang mga...
Lagi nga pag tinatanong nila, what's the problem with Ateneo? Sabi ko, they're too nice.
They're incredibly nice girls talaga. They really are.
You know, in competition, once you enter that court, you really have to have that game face on. Sinasabi ko nga palagi, hindi pwede yung, nagkamali na yung kasama mo, your teammate, no? On the first error, okay. Diba? Parang, it's okay, sige, go. On the second error, medyo hindi na okay. And on the third error, you do not say okay.
Pagalitan mo. Yes. Kung ikaw yung leader ng team. And which goes back to the point that I was talking to Ian about in that last game. Sometimes to be the best teammate, you don't always have to be alike.
Yep.
They don't always have to like you in that context, in the game.
Correct.
You know, because you have to be firm as a leader on some of your teammates when things are not going well. And then paglabas nyo, balik sa dati. You know,
it's like parang sa office, di ba? Trabaho.
Trabaho, yeah. 11-4 is the score. Coach Roger not around. Good reflexes by Valdez. She sends it to the other side for an easy over. Combination. Double block for Ateneo. Another one, Bulan. Over to Valdez, adjusting and putting enough spin on that.
That's right. And look at the adjustment of Eliza Valdez in that last play. Look at this. Ang hirap na four-arm pass to Valdez. Nakatalikod si Kainet. And yet,
Patagilid pa yung niya.
Sinundan talaga ni Valdez yung bola. And then went for an approach.
Such an athlete as Nakachi. Sends it outside. 5 serving 12. Earlier today, UST winning in convincing fashion. Parang pinag-usapan nga, 25-15, 25-15, 25-15.
Well, coming from that loss against FEU, they really have to gain back their momentum and gain back their confidence.
At hindi rin sila talaga naman pwedeng lumayo sa team standings, most.
That's right. katulad nun, isang game but it really mattered.
Naglagan eh.
Nalaglag sila ng todo-todo. As you see this back set, he's on into the net.
Time out. Let's listen to Coach Boy.
Hindi tayo makagalaw. Bitin na lahat yung movement natin. Napakatigas ng muscle natin eh. Ilus nyo naman yung muscle nyo. Hindi na natin malaman kung paano tayo gagalaw eh. Pag-receive pa lang natin, naninigas na yung mga muscle nyo eh. Magtrabaho tayo. Hindi tayo po pwedeng ganyan, no? 13-5, ano ba yan? Magkumpensa tayo. Doon wag ka manggigil. Pati ikaw, Pate. Ang sinasabi ko sa'yo, pag lutang mo, hop, pa, drop ball. Binidrop ball mo yung bola pero ang bagal. Kaya tayo nagba-drop ball ng bola para mabilis. Naintindihan? Ngumiti ka. Ngumiti ka. Come on, let's go.
I love it. I love this coach. This coach has so much pride. Ano, tinignan niya yung score. Ano ba yan? 5:30.
Huwag naman ganyan. Diba?
Kaya sabi nga
yung mga
nila.
ano yan ng mga old coaches.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't, by age, I mean, a lot of experience.
Yes.
Hindi ka magpapatalo basta-basta, especially those coaches na maraming winning history.
Yeah, and you know what they say. Sometimes you don't mind losing. It's the manner
Yes.
of how you lose. Sometimes you win a match, the winner doesn't feel too good about themselves. So those are the dynamics of sports. As Servacio from the right side this time puts it away. Check ball.
Down
No.
the line. Almost going out, but
Correct.
Martinez went for it. So
Valdez is
point
back
goes
serving.
to Ateneo.
The rookies this year, Aragalang
yeah.
and Valdez have such incredible serves.
True.